Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more StarCraft 2. Today I'm going to be playing a live game for you. It's going to be a Zerg versus a guy named Black Hulk on the European server, and this is going to be on Mutalisks. Now Mutalisks, kind of a tricky map for Zerg versus Zerg. Such are, you know, pretty much all the maps so far in this entire season. All the maps are kind of tricky because expansions are just very difficult to take, and more often than not, really, you will get into sort of a cheesy situation, and either, you know, it's your opponent playing cheesy or it's you playing cheesy. Because playing macro on the current map was kind of difficult, so we'll see what's gonna happen in this one. It is a Zerg versus Zerg, which is very prone to cheese to begin with anyway. So I think we're just gonna try and play macro, but if my opponent is gonna go for like something cheesy, we might have to respond with like counter cheese and, you know, all kinds of dirty shenanigans. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm actually very curious what your thoughts are right now on the current map pool. If you could put that in the comments right below that like button, I would really appreciate it, because I'm actually curious what a lot of people think. Before this map pool went live, a lot of people were like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing, and now, you know, the more I read about it, people seem to be complaining about it a whole lot. And I gotta say, I enjoy it, but I wish there was a little bit more macro involved in most games, because it's just more my type of game. But anyways, let me know right below in the comment section. I'm gonna be opening up with a 15 pool right there. I'm gonna follow it up with a 15 hatchery on the low ground as well. So pretty standard right there, and I think I will get like a 17 gas or something. Just your good old, safe all-round build order. Now, going for a hatchery first is a good option, but, you know, you gotta keep in mind that there is indeed a big chance of it getting cheesed out, which is, you know, unfortunate. Not gonna lie, unfortunate. I had a couple of good games on this map. Sometimes they involve the gold base, and the gold base are actually very interesting. Actually, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm first gonna make a queen. Oh, my opponent's actually cheesy. Alright, my opponent's cheesing. Abort mission. Actually, no, he's... Whoa, he just put that down? Alright, that's gonna be a Zergling all-in. I'm calling it right now. Zergling all-in, because he's actually delaying his hatchery compared to mine. And the only reason why you would actually delay that is if you would get another gas geyser in between making the hatchery and the spawning pool. I think he's going for a Zergling cheese right now, which would mean that he went for a 15 pool, 15 gas, 15 hatchery. And that's the reason why his hatchery is slightly delayed compared to mine. It's not a big thing, it's not a big thing. He could also just have gone for like a 16 pool, 16 hatchery, which is also another option. But that's less common. So we're just gonna play it safe, I'm gonna check out what he's up to, but I'm also gonna start a spine crawler at my natural. I'm gonna make it hug the actual hatchery, so there's less service area right there. I'm also gonna start the second queen instantly, because I think I will need it. Let's have a look. Group them up together. And go straight for the gases. I need to see what's going on. He's still mining. He's actually, yeah, I think he was just a little bit late on it. Interesting. Doesn't make sense, but we'll just macro our ways out of this as well. Getting the spine crawler is never a bad situation. Now I'm gonna position my overlords in ways that I can scout him coming in. So that's pretty much always what you want to try and do. You want to position your overlords in such a way that you can see your opponent move across the map. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Gonna send this guy straight to that turret. And I'm gonna send this guy straight towards right around here, so I can see when my opponent is moving across the map. Also gonna be going for the bailing nest right now, because I might as well. Once again, making sure that there's less service area for him to surround that spine crawler. It's a nice little addition. And in a little bit, I might try a little bit of aggression with my Zerglings, because just playing straight up macro is kind of risky as well. There we go. Gonna make two sets of Zerglings. One is gonna be sitting on top of the ramp to potentially morph into banelings. Alright, he's actually moving out. We're gonna make Zerglings around. Don't know how many he is moving out with though, but he definitely has Zergling speed before me. What I was gonna say right there is that my opponent, actually he might have gone for some cheese. I may have actually misread that gas count. Well, maybe not misread it so much, but I will have banelings out, so it's alright. I'm still making banelings right now just to be safe. And if it turns out that he's not actually moving in very soon, I'm just gonna go for aggression myself. Yeah, it looks like he's actually just mostly scouting. Alright, you guys are just gonna stay right here. I'm making non-stop Zerglings. I am making non-stop Zerglings. I'm gonna try and do some aggressive moves. Alright, here we go. Boom. Run, 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 my Zerglings. Run, my beautiful Zerglings. We're gonna try and micro our ass off and do as much damage as we possibly can while transitioning into a Roach Warren. So right now I'm actually not gonna make any more Zerglings. Just gonna try and deal a little bit of damage. Alright, let's see. I have to split up, obviously. Let's see if I don't. There we go, that was good. That was actually a really solid move. Alright. Still making drones, by the way. Still making drones. Alright. Alright, alright. I like this. And we're going back home. Gonna make Zerglings right now. And I'm also gonna start more gas. So far so good. That was actually a really solid move. Now this is what this season is looking to be. Most games. There's like this cheesy moment, and then you either get behind or you get ahead. In this situation I turned out to be ahead, which is nice. I'm not complaining. Once again, gonna move across the map with a couple units that I do have. He actually has a lot more than me, so we're gonna make some more Banes of our own. Got a couple of Roaches incoming right now as well, which is nice. And I obviously got more gas. Gotta put my queens on the ramp. I'm gonna move these guys down. I don't know if he's making banelings or not, but I'm gonna make a round of drones right now. I think I have plenty to deal with this anyway. Yeah, he's not even morphing anything right now. This is alright. Alright. Let's free up these guys. He is going for the third base right now, which is a little bit scary, to be honest, but... Just gonna try and do some aggression here. Gonna go for the third base of my own, as well as a lair. Gonna obviously inject with my queen. I'm gonna move across the map again. We did do quite a significant amount of economy damage, which is nice. But we need to try and get a cancel on that base, if at all possible. Moving across the map right now. Making Zerglings mainly as reinforcement, but I'm gonna obviously switch into Roaches as soon as I can. We have good map control, so we know that he's really not doing very much shenanigans right now. We are pretty much safe. Morphing in more Banes, because it seems to be on a Zergling heavy army. And he might actually try and go for the counter. Yeah, he is. Oh, he's actually going for Mutalisks. Wow, interesting. Alright. Ooh, this is actually not going that well. I thought we were actually more ahead than we are. Oh shit. Alright, he's actually dealing more damage than I imagined he would. Gonna have to switch into more queens here. Losing one is not ideal. Ah, snap, that was bad actually. That was pretty bad by me. I could have killed that hatchery, but I ended up being greeted by very, very quick mutas that I did not expect. He actually went pretty much instantly into those Mutalisks. It's kind of risky, but... Alright, I think we're losing that base. Yeah, we are. Alright. We have a couple options, but my opponent has a third base. That's a problem. That's a problem we can't really deal with very well. We can go for... We could actually try and do that. We could go for a nidus right here. But as long as I get a kill on this base, that'd be huge. It depends, really. If I get a kill on it, that would actually mean that I can play macro out of this. Oh, come on. No. No, we're gonna have to cheese. Oh my god, this is gonna be really risky, guys. I'm gonna try a one move and one move only. What we're gonna do is make a nidus and try and get queens across the map. I know, it's gimmicky right now, but my opponent has another base. And having another base will basically win him the game, if we aren't careful. Gonna have to bring queens with this as well. The queens are gonna be actually crucial. And this guy is gonna try and sneak around the corner of the map and get right around there. Oh shit, he actually has more than I realized. Whoa, how many mutas did he make? Whoa, he got a lot more actually. This is risky. We're in trouble, guys. We're not even upgrading. We're not even upgrading. He's actually thinking we are upgrading, but we're not. Ugh. Oh, I thought I was actually having enough anti-air to deal with the stuff that he has right there, but we really don't. Alright, we need to save up for longer. We are in trouble. This game is practically over. We have a one move. I think he's even seen my nidus network. I mean, he must have at this point, right? He must have noticed my nidus network. I think this is gonna fail horribly, guys, but... Ugh. Well, it might not. It doesn't have to, at the very least. It doesn't have to fail. Alright, this is hotkey number 3. Alright, more queens are spawning. Gonna use this for injects. And I'm gonna put the queens in first. And then I'm gonna put down a nidus network right here. Come on! There we go. Oh, alright. We'll morph in a couple of these workers, because we can. Oh shit, you actually can see it! Why did he not do anything about it? Okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, if he doesn't want to give me the advantage, that's great. Alright, let's try and put down another nidus right here. Ooh! Woo! Looks like we're actually okay here. I mean, I don't want to be preempted. Oh my god, no, 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 we're not okay. We're not okay! No, Lowko, no! No, Lowko. Alright, transfuse. It's not even remotely close. Evacuate mission! Okay, guys, we are dead. My opponent has a third base up and mining for way too long. And we got wrecked with the counter-attack that he did right there. So I think we're just gonna die a very slow and painful death right here. I could try a second engagement, but my opponent is just gonna be able to stop me right here. A little bit risky, I actually thought I was at a pretty solid advantage during that game at the start, but let's say GG well played and jump into the replay. Alright, so I'm mainly curious right here at what point he got ahead. So we're gonna mainly take a look at the Harvest account and check out what is going on. Because I think I killed a bunch of workers with that engagement initially, but maybe I cut too many workers and made too many Zerglings for it to really worth my time. That could very well be the case. I actually had the feeling though that I was slightly ahead. So let's just have a look at it and maybe we can figure out together what went wrong in that game. So this is the replay of the game we just played. He just went for a super standard one as well. So far it's pretty much even, right? I cut a couple workers right here. And I'm gonna be moving in right now. Yeah, so even after this, okay, even after this engagement though, after this engagement we were actually in a really solid position. We were in a great position actually. The only problem is that he already had his lair up, which was really, really quick, and I did not expect that. But other than that, we were in a really nice position. We had a bunch more workers than him. Now let's have a look at what happens next. He goes for this counter-attack with, you know, non-exhausting things. And that actually also makes sense why he didn't actually morph those into Banes. He was just trying to be safe. And then I make this big engagement, and I think this is where things go wrong. Not necessarily, but he has the third base up. I go for the counter-attack, and then, you know, he manages to take out my third, and I don't manage to take out his third. This is where things went wrong. I probably actually should be playing more Mutas myself, now I think about it. Because Mutalisks got great in these sort of situations. My army composition was just, like, this is the pro, okay? If you want to play Roach Hydra versus someone that goes Mutas, the only way you can win is if you have a third base up, so you can actually add infestors into your army. If you're on 2 base and you're gonna be playing Roach Hydra, you're pretty much already, you know, gonna be really far behind because your opponent is free to take map control and roam the map. And I think that's exactly what happened. Okay, I think that's what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna play more Mutas in Zerg vs Zerg. It's just a safe little way to play. So I don't get the kill right there, which is also unfortunate. And this is where he starts droning up a little bit again, and he'll likely get some workers over here as well. Which may not seem like a lot, even though it's 3 workers right now. Yeah, he's actually already having a pretty significant gas and mineral income right here as well. So that's definitely went wrong. Alright, I'm gonna be playing more meta play. Because obviously on these old maps, it used to be the standard anyway, but it will be very efficient because the third bases are so difficult to take. So this is the nice thing that I always like to do. Whenever I lose a game, I try and open up the replay if I'm not too pissed, you know, to have a look at what exactly went wrong and how I can make sure that it does not happen next time around. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. But whatever you do, make sure you comment down below and let me know what you think of the current map pool. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!